here with you this afternoon to announce the murder arrest of Paris Charles Regal. He's a black male, 25 years old. The victim in this case is Glenn Durrell Tucker. He's a white male, 56 years old. On November 8, 2013, patrol officers responded to a battery in the 8600 block of Buttercup Street. When they arrived, they learned the victim was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. The victim died at the scene. Through witnesses, officers learned the suspect's identity and placed out a bolo of "Be on the lookout" through our police radio system. A police officer spotted the suspect as he fled from the area in the car. A traffic stop was conducted and the suspect was taken into custody that day without incident. The suspect was interviewed and confessed to shooting the victim, but claimed it was self-defense. The suspect was arrested that day for possession of firearm by convicted felon, tampering with evidence, and possession of drugs. Our investigation detailed that the suspect went over to the house to collect on a drug debt from the victim. The suspect was armed with a handgun at the time, and they argued. An argument ensued between both the victim and the suspect, at which point the suspect pulled out a handgun and demanded the money. The suspect refused to pay the suspect, or actually the victim refused to pay the suspect. The suspect then punched him one time and fled the residence. As he was fleeing, the suspect retrieved a sword, engaged the suspect outside in the front yard and struck him twice with a sword, and the suspect shot and killed him. The suspect has remained in custody since his first arrest on November 8th, and yesterday at 9:30 a.m. he was charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of attempted robbery. And I'll take any questions that you might have.
Make sure to identify yourself by name and outlet, please.
Dana Training Times Union, why was this not a self-defense case? Because the suspect was struck by the sword first before he shot the victim.
That's correct. Our investigation through witnesses, basically the suspect at that point had basically thrown the victim to the ground and had disengaged from him. The suspect also told us that he fired in an upward angle at the victim, but that wasn't the case. Through our evidence that we received, as well as witness statements that refutes the fact that his claim to self-defense.
Did he have, Frank Howard from Channel 4, did he have any, it said that struck Regal with the sword, did he like hit him with the flat edge, or did he have sword wounds?
It's a decorative sword is the way I would explain it. The suspect actually did sustain a injury to his forehead and to his arm. So he actually did sustain 2 injuries from the blade, or some part of the sword. I don't know if this is exactly what part of the sword hit him.